I believe in policy over politics.
Yeah.
And without question, Kamala Harris's policies are what I get behind. So I will be voting for Kamala Harris. And if I'm asked, I will campaign for her without hesitation.
Good. And if
Advocate for the disabled.
I was in the Oval Office 12 times, and that was our mission, to advocate for people with complex disabilities. It culminated in May of 2020 in the Oval Office. Donald was there, and he was very gracious. Several other folks were there, including the group that we brought down. We dispersed. I was asked to go back and see Donald. He greeted me with his familiar, "Hey, pal, how's it going?" We sat down for a bit, and he just came out with, these people, all the expenses, they should just die. He's talking about human beings who have complex issues, and the first thing he could say was, they should just die.
Fred claims this wasn't isolated, describing a phone call to alert his uncle the medical fund set up by the family for his son William was running low, a fund he says the former president consistently replenished.
A couple of years ago, I called him. I said, "Donald, the fund's running out." And without hesitation, he said, "Your son doesn't recognize you. Let him die and move to Florida."
Were you surprised?
That's a great question. My response was, "No, Donald, he does recognize me," and said, well, thanks, and hung up. Was I surprised? I don't think you could hear something like that and not be surprised. But that is what he has become. It's sad.
Amen, say man. Back again with another video. It's your boy Jeff, Cool Boy Jeff, the Wave 804. Back again with a spicy one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about Mr. Fred Trump III, which is the nephew of Uncle Donnie Don Trump. All right. So basically, in this joint right here, he's doing an interview on ABC News. Shout out to ABC. But on the post on Twitter on the Republicans Against Trump, it was a video that was posted talking about his uncle. Everybody has a crazy uncle, but his uncle is atomic crazy, and the things he do, the things that he say, and then him running against his not running against, but endorsing Kamala Harris as far as her campaign and what he believes in her. And then also for the simple fact that Donald Trump told him about children with disabilities that needs to die, and that was very hard to even hear, even to listen to, that said that, hey, even like your son, you know what I'm saying, he probably can't even hear you or see you, you know what I'm saying? But his response is, well, he can do that. And Donald Trump hung up the phone. Now, people have mixed reviews about this whole situation, because it's like, why now? It's been 10 years, haven't said anything, haven't did anything. And some people probably considered Fred Trump III being weird, because you want to do business in a certain demographic, which in New York, but you want to distance yourself from one of the most top anticipated guys that really do business out of that city. So it's kind of like far-fetched. Was he paid to come on and say these things because of whatever reason, and just build up publicity against Donald Trump? Or do you think he's very serious about, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I'm dealing with, my uncle is not the best guy for presidency, and we're going to go ahead and just ride with Kamala Harris? Now, he was on The View when he said that, as far as you can see. But do you really believe this is kind of like a setup or anything else like that? The reason why I asked is because a lot of people on X has, mixed emotions about it. And well, some people do agree, hey, your uncle is this and this, and saying a lot of things about him. But then you also got people that's saying like, hey, well, you just coming out the blue and saying this, like, why now? You know what I'm saying? How much are they paying you? How much are they giving you? Because people saying like, here we go again, the side of the family jealous of Trump comes out again. Now, it don't feel like it was anything I say consider jealousy of Donald Trump. But at the end of the day, you do have certain family members that watch you grow and be somebody and do something with yourself. And let alone, it's a million something chance you become president. And now that Donald Trump was president and running for presidency again, and now you're starting to hear these people speak bad about him. Even Donald Trump's sister said something about him and warning people about Donald Trump and what they need to look out for. Now, somebody said here that kind of make somewhat of sense, so you let me know what you think. Crazy uncle, quote Trump, and weird cousin Vance. I know exactly what he means. I went to family gatherings at my grandma's for my dad, but I just knew intuitively, excuse me if I butcher this, alright, but that my uncle and cousin were weird / suspect. I think everyone can grasp what he's talking about, and that is true. Like I said, everybody has a relative or certain family members that just don't sit right. Like they, the elevator don't go all the way to the top. You know what I'm saying? People really don't take the time to look at certain things like everybody else do as far as analysis or whatever, but that's just what his take on it. Now, do you feel that he's betraying the Trump, I guess, legacy because he's endorsing Kamala Harris against his own uncle? Or do he have the own right to be able to do that? I mean, again, he's his own man. He can make his own decisions. And if it is true about what he said about his son, then why not? I don't see what the problem is. Like, again, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, it's not people's fault that they are born with certain disabilities, but you should still love them as if you don't even see it, or love them even more because they're unique, So y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments about Fred Trump III, about Donald Trump, about Fred Trump endorsing Kamala Harris, and also Fred Trump speaking about his son. You know what I'm saying? All the Trumps that's speaking out against him. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's a paid thing, for publicity? Or do you feel like that, they're honestly being true? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, stay updated on all videos that drop on this channel, man. So you won't miss a thing and you'll be the first one to get it. And remember, your vote matters. Your vote matters. But I'll leave that up to y'all. Till next time.